Let's ignore the washing machine in the background. This is Mr. Gowthorpe's board. It occurred to me the last time I showed it off, I hadn't shown the sound. So, when I actually fired it up and started playing it with sound, see I've got a speaker here, it actually turned out that the sounds are all screwed up. But that's okay, it was just the ROMs that were backward. The sound ROMs were in the wrong socket. So, I've got the usual setup. I've got the converter for the rails, dongle ROM card, it's got a battery fitted, and we have a hopper. Well, I say hopper, it's a small PC fan, but I've got it into the hopper line to test the hops are working, so let's just give ourselves some credits. I'll go. Hopefully you'll hear the sound because the washing machine's on in the background, let's say. Yeah, I'll go back a bit. Ugh. Start to fit it all in. And will at some point in the demo give us one of the buses, even though I have no clue what I'm doing. There we go. I used to watch on the buses as a kid. Oh, it's good. Oops. Straight back in. These get hot, by the way, but they always do. You have to watch when Mega boards that those get a battering. They're right on the limits of what they can handle, so they get warm. That's normal for these boards, they get warm.
As far as they'll let us. Take this little shortcut down here.
Oh, very happy player. Hehehe. Oh, if I was playing that real money. Right! Off and back on. And we'll get into damage. We'll get into so long press for test. There we go. So we want coin output, don't we? There we go. Right. Watch the hopper. See? Spinning away, try to pay money out, and then we hit the switch. Do it again. Those two lights on. Hopper gives me quite a breeze. Hit the switch, pay that. So the hopper section's working fine as well. I know that's not an actual hopper, but it proves that it's detecting the switch. And I've gone into switch test and all this is working as well. So, yep, we're alive. Now, wait a minute. Where's that line? Can we just hold that line on? And then... Yes, look! Coming up! And then we'll let go of the pound. And it will just time out and stop on its own. Or we can stop it by paying a coin. Come on, it will time off. There we go. And now we can go. So it's all working well. Whoops, I keep missing it. I want that. I want coin input this time. Where's my other lead? I'll just use this one. Right, let's take that off of there. Put that on there. There we go. Show alive. So coin output's working, coin input's working. The reason that kept going after I held that on is because if you hold the pound button down, you basically dump the whole hopper till it runs out of money. Or it times out, one of the two. That's just the way it works. You can either press single press and it pays out one coin at a time in the test, or you press and hold and the hopper will just keep running till it dumps everything out. And those two lights, they can want to tell you the hopper's running. It's programmed that way. That's not an error in the game. That's not the board trying to tell you there's a fault. It's programmed that way to tell you the hopper's on. So, yeah, all good. All good, and it's going to head back to its owner, and we'll see where we go from there. Now, I can't test the hopper in gameplay because I'd have to wire up a stake and prize key here. And that would be much more of a plumber's nightmare than trying to figure out that meter lead there. But I'm pretty confident that if it works in test the way it is, then it's going to work in gameplay. I mean, there is possible. It's improbable, I would say, but it's not impossible that there's a switch fault here. But I'm detecting coin in, I'm detecting all the switches here, detecting the hopper dump switch. Test all, it's working. So now it goes to the next phase. It goes back into the machine and we'll see where we go. If it turns out it still doesn't play in active mode, it still gives you the same symptom that it jams when it's trying to pay out, then it may be a hopper fault. It's not a power supply fault because those power supplies, that one there, that's cranking 16 volt out to 12 now. That's working beautifully. It's probably overspinning that fan a little bit when it's running. It could be a motor fault in the hopper. It could be poor connections. I don't think it's anything to do with pulse length or anything here. I mean, as I said, it'll need to go back in the machine for full testing, but on a test setup, the game's working fine. So, this will now go back to its owner. That'll go back. Other power supply will go back as well, and we'll see how we progress. Alright, so that was just a brief follow-up on the buses I was doing. In case you're wondering how I rigged our hopper up. On the buses game, it's the second line in here for the return, and I'm just taking the 12 volt supply off the spare stepper motor there. Actually, I think Megan missed the trick, to be honest. Instead of putting it here In an AWP game, they should have just had the hopper run off of here. Just send the code to spare stepping motor there rather than sending it through there. Nah. Hey, oh, they did what they did. There'll be a reason for it. Anyways, we'll see how we go on, and on with the next video. Bye for now.